Imperfections oftentimes make the most desirable of collectibles. I thought I had read something similar to this on a self-help or social skills subreddit, and I didn't take it too literally, but more so in like a holistic sense, like a metaphor to life. And I can't help that some of the time, every other thought suggests an overwhelming number of ideas, some of which become an allegory to my personal life, a profound personal revelation. And a revelation is a decent way of phrasing it, in that my search for self-help didn't ever actually even come from myself at all, but like linguistically, in the truest sense of from the word, like from the Latin origins, it was something that was like, it seemed like it was revealed to me, revelations through the help of some wholesome Reddit messages. It turned out they weren't even explicitly talking about self-help or motivation at all, but instead it was an analogy to Japanese pottery. Nonetheless, the same sort of philosophy applies with like a different kind of context, but the same sort of duality. So there's a thing they do over there in Japan called kintsugi. It's a practice, or an art if you will, of repairing broken pottery by mending the fractured seams with liquid gold. Well, it's actually more like lacquer mixed with powdered gold or gold flakes, but that sounds a whole lot less poetic. Still looks as good as you'd expect though. Anyways, the golden cracks, they jut out in all different random directions sporadically like forked lightning, taking directionless paths, each unique regardless of whether or not it was done intentionally or by mistake. So unique, in fact, not even the artisan themselves know really what the final product would look like. You know, in the chaos, order is like stitched back together, and kintsugi falls in the strange crossroad between art and Eastern philosophy, where causality dictates death and or rebirth. And looking at art as a kind of abstraction, I think changed my perspective on how I read artwork, and also myself. And I appreciate it for what it's worth, maybe even more so seeing its like beauty in conjunction with its exposed imperfections. I used to look at imperfections as flaws, and flaws as a kind of catastrophe, a lost cause. Kintsugi helped me realize that was not the case and was probably closer to the opposite. I get that might come across as cliche or pretentious to praise abstract art. There's only personal catastrophes. Nothing is a cliche when it's happening to you, and I don't have much of a say in what really speaks to me. It just happened to have a gold lining. And this like gold lining makes the pottery appear to be nearly at the brink of bursting out of its seams, held together by like mistakes that were fixed, mended, and changed into something different while still retaining form and function. And they say that you are the sum of your parts. Even if the parts are scattered, the collective sum is what returns back to form, symbolically stronger where it was once the weakest. And I think that those who see value in picking up the pieces are the true heroes.